This is a short video of my camping trip, focusing more on the camping aspects rather than the sailing. Here's a trip summary, basically 4 days worth of sailing and 60 miles covered in total. Here's the boat set up for cruising. I carry 4 large dry bags and 2 waterproof barrels, and some stuff stored in the lockers over. And here we are sailing south on a nice swell, wind behind us, just passing Todd Head lighthouse here. And nice surfing conditions, but not too bad. And yes, finally the wind drops off down to nothing. Time to start up the outboard and motor in to the harbour. And here we are in Arbroath Marina, safely tied up to a pontoon. Bit of a nightmare with Drascombe luggers trying to get the fenders right. Here's the construction of the deck before the tent is put up. And of course the obligatory weight test. Here we are with the tent up, and for any evenings in marinas or anchorages I always have the gaff lowered down to reduce the windage. Here you can see the rudder is out of its slot and stowed up against the mizzen mast to give more room in the cockpit area. You can see there's a nice little footwell there behind the planks, so it's possible to sit in the tent with your legs into the footwell. Here you see my little instrument box with the iPhone charging cable coming out. Here's the jet boil stove in use, big improvement over the old petrol one. And here we are, all closed up for the night. This was to be a fairly short trip, just 9 miles from Arbroath to Lunan Bay. Here we are, anchored up in the bay, a little bit of a residual swell running, so a bit rolly through the night. Can't really beat that for an early morning view. And here's day 3, about 13 miles in total, with a lunch stop in Johnshaven. Now, not much wind here, but I did have about an hour to wait until the tide turned around the headland. Here we are in Johnshaven, tied up to one of the fishing boats. It was low tide, so I couldn't go too far into the harbour. The wind did pick up slightly after Johnshaven, so a nice sail along the coast up to Gourdon. Here I am in Gourdon, tied up to a traditional double-ended fishing boat. And here's a top tip: don't tie up close to a fish processing refrigeration unit. It's a shot inside the tent with the inner tent removed. And the final leg of the voyage, Gourdon to Stonehaven, about 10 miles. As you can see, very little wind, raining, misty, not a very pleasant morning. Wind fell away and had to make some progress, so switched the old motor on and rock and rolled up the coast. Good to check on what the tide's doing along the coast, just sailing close past some creel marking buoys to see how the current is doing. And here we are, a little bit of wind, not a lot, but have to sail home, and there we are, passing Dunnottar Castle. Still not a lot of wind, but here Stonehaven Harbour appears out of the mist. The final shot, Lily Ella moored safely up in Stonehaven Harbour.